Hey everyone, kumusta po? I hope you're all fine and doing well with your Tagalog lessons. Today guys, I made a special video to answer the question of Jeremy May Jordan. I hope I pronounced it right. He was asking about naman, and I'm going to explain it. I couldn't answer in just I couldn't answer to your comment because there are a lot, so I decided to just make a video out of your question. Okay, so naman in Tagalog is a kind of particle. Okay, let's begin. First, naman is used to tell someone's turn in doing something when someone else is done doing it. Okay, let's say for example, I'm done taking a shower. Now it's your turn. So, the Tagalog translation is, tapos na akong maligo. Ikaw naman. Now, I don't know if this would sound, if this would make sense in English. But the context of this is, there are people waiting in line because there's only one bathroom. So for example, in the family there are 3 people, there are 4 people or more, and they are rushing to go to work, to school, and someone is using it while the others are waiting. So when the other one is finished, he would say, or she would say, oh, I'm done, now it's your turn. So you can use naman in that case. For example, tapos na ako maligo, ikaw naman, I'm done, it's your turn now. Another example, ako ang nagluto kahapon, ikaw naman ngayon. I was the one who cooked yesterday, now it's your turn. Or I cooked yesterday, now it's your turn. This kind of, I don't know if this is complaining or what, but it could be. It's like, I did this yesterday. Maybe for example in your family, so because you did this today, you're expecting someone else would do the same thing that you did today tomorrow or the other day. I don't know what kind of behavior is that, but it we usually say this, usually among siblings in the family. I actually say this to my husband. Say, oh, I did this yesterday. Maybe you can do it now because I'm tired. So, ako ang nagluto kahapon. Ikaw naman ngayon. It's like, oh, let's take turns. I did this. Maybe you can do it now. Okay, that's the second. The third one is, naman is used to express disagreement and approval. Okay, for example, ang pangit niya. She's so ugly. Although I'm not sure if in your language you would actually say this in real conversations, but in Filipinos, among Filipinos, people actually say that. Filipinos are sometimes mean. Ang pangit niya. And how would I disagree? How would I use naman? Sorry. So I would use naman to disagree what has been said. Someone has said, oh, she's so ugly, ang pangit niya. Now, I would say, hindi naman. It's like, no, she isn't. It's like, no, she's okay. She's not. So in that case, I would say, hindi naman. No, she's not. Hindi naman. Okay, number 2 example under this rule. Sasama ka ba? Are you going with? Sasama ka ba sa akin, for example? Are you going with me? And then of course you would approve, or you would what is it? To say yes, you'd say, oo naman, of course. So in this case, oo naman is of course. So you are giving approval or maybe confirming. Akala ko ayaw mong sumama, number 3 example. I thought you would not, you don't want to go with me, or I thought you are not coming with me. And then to disagree with what I said, the person would say, oh, gusto ko naman. So it's like I'm correcting the person's thinking. So it's also, naman is also used to correct, and what do you call this one? Something that is not, what do you call this one? I'm lacking English here. So it's like, akala ko ayaw mong sumama. I thought you would not come. I thought you don't like to go with me. I thought you aren't coming with me. Then gusto ko naman. It's like I'm correcting what is in your mind. I'm correcting your thinking about what I like. So it's like, oh, gusto ko naman. Like I'm proving, or I'm correcting that what you said is not actually, what you think is not actually right about what I think. I hope you understand my explanation. And the other one naman is also used as the equivalent of um, just or only, usually when asked how the person is, or it is used to emphasize that the person is just doing just fine despite what he has or she has been through. For example, I ask you, how are you? Kumusta ka? I would answer it by saying, I'm fine. Okay naman ako. Okay naman ako. Or maybe you just want to answer, okay naman ako, even you have not been through difficult times, because it's just how we respond to the question, how are you? Okay naman ako. Instead of saying just I'm fine, it's just okay ako, mabuti ako. But why do we say mabuti naman ako? It's just how we answer. So naman here may or may not have equivalent or meaning at all. It's just to respond to the question, how are you? Kumusta ka? Mabuti naman ako, or okay naman ako, o ayos naman ako. Got it? I hope you got it, guys. Another one, I think this is the 5th one. Another usage or function of naman is we use it to ask for a favor in a persuasive, or to beg for a favor. Sometimes it's an expression. It is used to express demand for something more than asking for favor. Sometimes it's kind of expression of demand. Okay? For example, tulungan mo naman ako. So could you please help me? So depending on the intonation, it can be persuasive, it could be begging, it could be demanding. Now, if you're just asking for a favor, normally the intonation would be this: tulungan mo naman ako. So, could you please help me? Now, if you want to persuade the person, tulungan mo naman ako, pakiusap, tulungan mo naman ako, please, usually Taglish. Then now, if you are a demanding person, if you want to say it, if the person sound demanding, the person will say, can you please help me? Tulungan mo naman ako. Usually, the person is annoyed or irritated. Maybe the person is expecting the person to be doing something for him or her, but the person is not doing it. So, tulungan mo naman ako. Let's say, for example, I am carrying bag full of grocery items, and I saw you standing and you're not doing anything, you're not helping me, just don't care. And I would say, for example, if you were my husband, you were my whatever, I said, tulungan mo naman ako. It's like you're irritated because you are demanding that the person would help you. So guys, that is just culture. Okay, it's part of the culture. How people react, how people talk. It's part of the culture of the Filipino people. Okay. Um, there are some expressions that you might not use in your daily conversations, whatever, wherever you are from, but you can hear in our language we are actually saying it. It's because of the culture. There is explanation for that. Okay, the last one. Okay, the last one. Naman is also used to express, or okay, it is an expression used when trying to compliment something or someone, when almost everyone thinks something or someone is not that as good as their own standard of beauty or quality. Okay, let's say for example the sentence is, maganda naman siya eh, or maganda naman siya. It's like the literal translation is like, in fairness, she's beautiful, but in English you would normally say, oh, she's okay, she's fine. Now, why would the person say this? Okay, the context is, the person said maganda naman siya. This is to oppose to someone else's opinion. Maybe there is one lady and there are two guys, and the other guy says, she's not that beautiful, she's not my type or whatsoever, and the other guy would have a different opinion about the lady, and oh, she's okay, she's fine. So they have two opposing opinion about something. For the other person, for the other guy, this lady is not as good as what the other guy thinks she is. So in that case, you can use naman. Maganda naman siya. Oh, she's fine.